understand. I don't understand why going to the bars could mean that much to anybody.
No, I mean it's absolutely 100% true. And Jacob's just eating dinner right now.
Oh
Just,
yeah,
just. Oh my god, dude. How?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty tired. Kind of sick of waiting on him. So
Dude, I mean, all right. Well, in any ways, back to what we were saying. That shit is 100% true. If you're a young person and you're listening to this podcast, don't go to the fucking bars this weekend. Just don't do it. Don't do it
yeah.
next weekend. I mean, give it like a month. Just
Mhm.
have people over and get drunk if you really need to. If you really need to just drink around other people.
If your identity is based on going to the bars, then you got bigger things to worry about.
Dude, Cooper, have I ever told you about the time when my fraternity gave like the entire campus norovirus?
Um, it sounds familiar, but why don't you replay the story anyway?
So like Jason Kim comes up for like a Mardi Gras party, and Jason, longtime listener, one of my favorite people on earth,
Oh
he
yeah.
comes up and he like it was a decent party. Like at the end of the day, a lot of stuff happened during it, but this one kid who was like not even going to the party and who had been really sick because his roommate got him sick came to our party and then like vomited on the ground. And like people cleaned it up and shit like that, like whatever. And we had a great party. I mean, the juice had like Everclear in it. Like it was a good night. Like everyone got pretty prominently sloshed. But then the next day, dude, people started like going to the hospital. They were complaining about like vomiting and like this gross yellow bile. And it was really scary because I was social chair of my fraternity at the time. And I mean, all these people were above the age of 21 and definitely not 18 and 19-year-olds. And we definitely knew what we were doing when we were making those jello shots, but we made yellow pineapple jello shots that tasted awful. And so everyone's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm throwing up. It's like this yellow fucking slushy shit that tastes awful. And me and my friend are like, oh no, we poisoned absolutely everybody. And we were so worried that we were gonna get like screwed over. But then a sober kid got really sick, so we were like, "Oh, it's fine, cool, we're good." You know, like a guy who didn't drink. I love that. It's like, "Oh, it was airborne. Like we're fine, whatever."
Yeah, totally.
But I mean,
Totally.
it was 3 days of literally the most agonizing, like shitting and vomiting at the same time for just 3 days straight, in between hot and cold flashes.
That
And
sounds
like
like a normal day.
right? I mean, I definitely lost a lot of weight because of it. I'll give it that. But I've never felt closer to death's door. That was the moment in my life when I realized like, oh hey, if an illness wants to, it can have its way with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes there's just nothing you can do than just other than just get effed by a fucking virus.
Really, I would just say even like a minor illness like can just F you up. Like it just doesn't even
Mm-hmm.
like even if you get the flu or just like a common cold, like you're messed up.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucked. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird because we think we're good at like stopping it, but then like we would have kids, so they would go to the hospital because they were vomiting blood, and which is like not a good sign, right? That's just not something people like to see. And then the hospitals would be like, all we could do is like give you an IV and like anti-nausea medication, but like the only thing you can do is just fucking shit and vomit your brains out for the next 3 days. Like that's it. Like that's and
Yeah.
if you die, like if you had some crazy complication and you died, yeah, I mean that's fucking it, man. But it
Dude,
was,
that was the Civil War in a nutshell, man. They all got diarrhea and
oh
so many of them
man,
died
I
just
would
because of
hate
that.
that. Dude,
Yeah.
the Civil War must have been. I think the Civil War and World War I easily my least favorite wars if I was fighting in.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Japan or Pacific theater World War II, but I think the best theater World War would be, or not World War, just any war, Italy World War II. Oh yeah, best by far, right?
Like you would want to be there.
Yeah, like if you had to pick a war out of all of America's wars to get deployed to, what would it be and where?
Um Yeah, I mean, I don't really know enough, but I would say
Revolution would be fun. Revolution would be great.
Well, I mean, it probably wasn't all peachy when you were in the middle of it. It was pretty cold, and
But if you lived through it, imagine the party after.
I guess, yeah, that would be a pretty good party. You know,
Like
it's
the first 4th of
the
July.
first 4th of July. Yeah,
The first 4th of July.
like the day, the reason we celebrate it every year.
Yeah, just like I mean, that would be. I would love. They should make a movie about that, man. Just about like
It's
a bunch of.
called The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
I
I
mean,
recently watched it.
it's not. It's a great movie.
It is. It's really funny because if you've seen The Patriot with Mel Gibson and if you've seen Braveheart with Mel Gibson, you actually understand that they are the exact same movie.
Oh yeah.
I kid you not. He starts off as like the strong, like kind of like rugged dude. Somebody in his family gets killed. He gets dragged into a war he doesn't want to fight. He ends up leading the Revolutionary Army against the English, and he inspires the troops essentially, and then he dies at the end. It's not even like they're not even trying to hide it. They are the same movie.
I mean, in a lot of ways, The Passion of the Christ is just those movies too.
I have yet to see that, but I it's on the list. I actually do want to watch it. You know,
It's a weird. It's a. I mean, it's an experience. Like, it's weird. It's just like what a Catholic person like hears when they're taught I don't know about Jesus. It's weird because it's just so gruesome and so bloody.
is is he Jesus? I mean, he's Jesus,
No,
I assume, right?
Mel Gibson is not Jesus.
Oh, really?
Uh-uh.
That is kind of disappointing.
No, he directs it.
Oh, I thought he was Jesus. I thought he directed it and he was Jesus. I
No.
think that would be really, really funny.
No. That I mean, I don't think I think if you're making a movie about Jesus and you're directing it, you can't like as kind of a rule of thumb.
Well, yeah, I thought he broke that rule, and that's why part of the reason it's just such a big thing.
That's true. That would be great. Have you seen the South Park episode about him where they instead of having a voice actor for him, they just fucking have him to take his like recorded lines that he said in public.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
play it through. It's so great.
yeah. I love
He's
that.
just fucking insane.
Hmm. All right, you want to play this intro? I'm kind of tired of Jacob.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm ready to go. I copied it.
Mhm.
Welcome to the Fly You Fools podcast, the podcast that talks a little about J.R.R. Tolkien and his work and a lot about everything else. Enjoy this time with your fellow fools, Tibbs K, Jacob and Cooper.
But not
Thank you
Jacob.
for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jacob's not here. Because when Jacob says, "Hey, I'm gonna be ready at around 7." By the way, guys, for anyone not knowing, it is 8:14.
Mm-hmm.
It is incredible. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it just absolutely wonderful. And
Just
speaking of absolutely wonderful things, I gotta mention our sponsor today,
mm-hmm.
which is a subreddit, believe it or not, called r/the pirate hole.
Whoa.
Which
Whoa.
I will show you.
Is that what I think it
Hold on.
is?
If you're talking about the place to talk about pirates on the internet, yes, man.
I'm intrigued.
Wait, hold on. I mean, it is so fucking like. So I had this linked in like a joke of a post of a Reddit thread that I was browsing. I just sent it to you, Cooper.
Okay.
And guys, I'm talking. This is not where someplace you go where you want to shit on pirates. I'm talking if you want to literally speak in like old English pirate speak, and you want people that also enjoy that sort of thing, this is the place for you. Like they unironically share like videos of pirate ships, like documents. I'm looking at this book right now that has like sea salt in it that's like
I'm
crystallized
looking at that
over.
now too. Yeah, and the caption's kind of funny.
I mean, it's very very
Yarr.
yeah, it's all Yar's, all of it. There's this guy that's like telling a story about the tale old Willer, my first mate, and it's all
Oh
written
yeah.
like in pirate speech, and it's a good 2 paragraphs. I mean, someone put definitely more than 10 minutes on that.
Oh no, dude, this is a solid hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's just weird like pictures of like pirates and stuff. It's
I like
one
it.
of my favorite things, and I
I'm
found
gonna
it to
follow
be
this one.
yeah, right. And it's fun, and like the main mod who runs it is called the Admiral of the Fleet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just I don't know. I absolutely love it. I think everyone that listens to this should go and listen to it. By the way, shout out to my entire company that is apparently listening to my podcast right now, which is not a surreal feeling at all. Did I tell you about that, Cooper?
Yeah, I think
It's
you
just
kind
like
of
people have
mentioned
been
it.
passing it around, and it's so weird. I mean, it's a weird like because I didn't even. I mean, Tibbs is like a singular name, but I guess someone found it and then posted it, and
Yeah,
multiple people have been be like, "Yo."
you kind of feel violated.
I mean, I
Like
wouldn't go violate.
it's like
No,
you've entered our personal realm that we are putting out publicly for everyone to listen to.
well, I mean, first off, let's be real. They're not listening. I mean, at the
Right.
end of the day,
Okay.
like, there's no
Well,
way they can sit down and actually stomach this. But
well.
if they are,
Mhm.
like, A, good for them, and B, this is just a reality of what I'm doing. And the thing is, for me, it's like, it's super scary because all of these people are getting canceled right now. It's like a Me Too,
Mhm.
like, everywhere. I mean, it's
Mhm.
and I'm worried. I mean, I made that awful and very bad, poor taste joke, that Jose Hobiz joke, and that was I'm like, ugh, that's
I
not
don't
good.
even remember it, but I definitely remember a few things that we have probably said,
That definitely might be like,
which
yeah.
do not reflect us as human beings.
Yes, because this is comedy. That's the reason the tags and the thing,
Mhm.
and all jokes, even bad jokes, come from a place of trying to make people laugh, and
Yeah.
that's where you gotta do it. And besides,
Mhm.
we're not sexually assaulting people, and that seems to be the thing that really tips the scale against you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's bad.
Yeah. Generally speaking, not a good move.
We're firmly against that.
Yeah, absolutely 100%.
Now that goes for me and John. I
Yeah,
cannot speak for Jacob.
I mean, because he's not here to defend himself, and you
Mhm.
can't trust that kind of content of character who's not gonna make the 8 o'clock showtime
I wouldn't.
he himself picked.
Mhm. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
So,
So
guys, now we're not saying that Jacob is a sexual predator, but
we're not saying
we're not
it.
saying that at all. But we can say for absolute certainty that he is not on this podcast right now saying he is not a sexual predator.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm. We'll just leave it at that.
yeah, and you can make you're all reasonable adults. I hope no small children are listening to this, but you can go
Mhm.
forward.
Well, we know there's one at least.
Hmm.
That one dude.
George McDinkle.
George, yeah, George McDinkle. Yeah,
Yeah, that guy.
that guy. He's pretty much a small child.
Yeah, I mean he's a large child, like size
Yeah,
wise.
a fat small
Yeah,
child.
I mean, absolutely, 100%. By the way, I think I got a new email today.
Oh, you
Oh
did?
yeah. It was from from someone named Trip Honordust
Huh.
Doused. Trip Honordoust. My name is Trip Honordoust, and I'm a massive Fly You Fools junkie. A little about me. My name is Trip Honordoust. I am a massive Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Roll Tide. Nothing better than beating up on those inbred bumfucks in Mississippi. Here's a joke for you. What do you get when 10 generations of brothers and sisters fuck each other? Old Miss. I am disgusted by the hunting of animals and would like to consider myself a pretty soft person. I also know nothing about hardware, so I have to call the plumber every time my shelf falls over. Whoops. Question for the fools. Jacob, where do you get off? And that is a question we can circle back to, by the way,
Yeah.
Trip. And Cooper, are you even real? John, gain weight, please.
Huh.
It's like it's not even a question I can respond to. And that's what you gotta love about it. Like at the end
Mhm.
of the day, it's like something that I can answer maybe like 50 days from now. I could be like, yeah, I gained 10 pounds.
Please.
Please.
Well, it sounds like Trip Honor just has his head screwed on correctly. You know?
Oh
So-
yeah, no. I mean, He's definitely. I mean, he listens to us, which means
Mhm.
he's in the top tier of podcast listeners around the world, and that's basically everybody now.
I think Trip would beat up George in a fight.
I know Trip would be up George in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a size difference. Like George might be fat, but Trip's cut. He's got that gas tank, as they might say. And speaking of gas tank,
Okay. All right. What happened to your car?
huh? No, nothing at all. I haven't actually touched my car in so long, thank God.
Okay. Yeah.
But this weekend I might do it. I don't know. I'm gonna go fishing. I got crawfish traps. I'm super pumped for 'em.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude. And I realized this lake near my house is actually catching keep, so I can go there. And the crawfish are technically invasive species in Virginia, so there's no limit.
Crawfish.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking pumped. I mean, if I
Oh.
can get like 7 of those of good size, like that's basically 7 shrimp.
So does anyone actually follow fishing laws?
It gets tricky. If you like out in the ocean, yeah, because like the populations and stuff like that for like tuna, like those really big money fish. I'm talking like the fish that you get like $1,000 each for because they weigh 400 pounds.
Whoa.
I mean, there's a horrible show on Discovery Channel called Wicked Tuna that, I mean, it inflates the prices, inflates like everything about it, but at the same time, like those regulations are super strict. You know what I mean? It's like because you don't want to just kill off that. Imagine if we couldn't get tuna. Like that's and so salmon is kind of the same way. Like all those really big money fish that people care about a lot, and even alligators and crocodiles, like if it's a like in the same way that hunting laws are followed, like all right, maybe they're not followed for deer, but they're definitely followed for like bears and wolves, and if someone finds out that you poached like some crazy big animal or like a predator animal, you get in a lot of trouble. And it's kind of the same way where it's like, all right, like the park ranger is not going to come and say like, hey buddy, like I'm going to arrest you because you're using a crawfish trap that has a 2-inch hole instead of a 1-inch hole. Like he's going to say like, all right, well fuck off, like whatever. But if you're like, I don't know, walking out of the forest with like 6 deer, or you have a bunch of like, for instance, at this resting place that I'm gonna go to, it you're not allowed to get a certain type of carp because like they stock them, and you would get fined, I think, for that. But I don't want carp because you don't want to eat carp anyways. But at the same time, you also should, and they say do catch and kill all of the goldfish in the lake.
Yeah. Fuck the goldfish, man.
Dude, fuck goldfish. They get so those are actually some pretty hardy animals for the at the rate they die at the hand of humans.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're huge. I mean, you can go. There's a great channel on YouTube about it, about this crazy couple in Florida, of course, that owns like all these lizards, and they goldfish hunting for the lizard food.
Wait, hold on. So they feed the goldfish to the lizards?
Yeah, man, and it's like a huge problem because they can like in Florida, goldfish just pop off because nothing like eats them. And so this like I can send it to you. It's from a channel, and shout out to this channel because it's actually a good channel if you like reptile shit, but it's called Snake Discovery. I'm big into wildlife channels recently, actually.
Okay.
That's been a big thing for me, and I'm frankly I'm happy about it. But if you just want to peep that, everyone else, again, it's called Snake Discovery. But it's crazy. Like you can go out into these bogs and marshes and snatch goldfish up with your hands.
Whoa.
Because they're huge and they're slow. Like, and you can see them. They're bright orange. And I mean, I encourage you, click through the video because you'll see swarms of them. I mean, it's like, and this girl, I mean, there's no knife there. There's no nothing there. Like they have a net, but she grabs them with her hands more often than not. And then they go and they kill them, put them on ice, and feed them to their turtles. Because there's nothing you can like. They're awful fish to eat. Like they're horrible for ecological systems, and they just grow huge.
Right, because they grow as big as the tank or wherever pond of water they're in.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They feed it to the gator here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I encourage that. I mean, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I mean, the
Where do
same
goldfish come from?
Asia.
Yeah, thought so.
Um, there's
Of
this
course.
awful joke that's racist now, but Mr. Burns says it in The Simpsons. Is like, I had a dream where we lost to Japan. Those sandal-wearing goldfish herders will never get me. It's like,
Dude, The Simpsons, if you go back to the old episodes, are they go past that line a number of times, and it's so funny to watch. But of course, they would never do it on today's episodes.
I mean, it's like, and you're seeing that a lot now. Like, it's like that for a lot of shows. Like, 30 Rock was getting a lot of heat or didn't get a lot of heat, but Tina Fey took down 2 episodes where they did blackface.
Oh wow, yeah.
A
The
big
Office, yeah.
Yeah, big YouTuber Jenna Marbles got canceled or something like that, so she's quitting her channel, even though she's not quitting because it's like MMA where you just come back after a while.
Right.
But no, I mean, they took down Gone with the Wind to put up a warning in front of it, which I mean, and I think that's fine. Like, I think if you want to take it down, because that's what they did with the old Looney Tune cartoons that have like some real racist stuff in there.
Oh really?
Like, oh yeah,
Like what?
just like portrayals of like Asian people,
Oh yeah, I actually know what you're talking about. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like blackface is like not like, it was like, oh haha, like let
Mm-hmm.
me paint the Wilbur the pig or whatever in mud and then give him bright pink lips, like, no. But at the
Right.
same time, like, they put a disclaimer now where they say like, to like, all these cartoons that you're about to watch have a lot of really nasty and negative stereotypes in them. Like, we don't believe them now, but to remove them would be claiming that they never existed in the first place, which is more dangerous. And I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree with that.
that's a wonderful little statement. That's what they're doing for uh, Gone with the Wind. I think that's back up now, but in my opinion, that's what you should do with all of those other things. I mean, and even looking at shows like South Park and The Simpsons, like, there's some stuff that's just not, like, when you look at it, you're like, that couldn't happen.
Yeah.
And if you mean, you can do it right, like Always Sunny is doing it right, but that's rare.
Dude, I watched an Always Sunny, like a new one. I had no idea the show was still going on.
Longest FX show.
Longest sitcom, 15 years.
Is that the longest sitcom? That doesn't seem correct.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Do you count MASH as a sitcom?
I don't know, but I saw it. I saw it. It said it was the longest one, and they broke the record at 15 seasons, which is insane. Dennis looks so old. He's got a lot of plastic surgery.
No, I mean, it's like, I would say it's incredible quality for 15 seasons, and I think that the only show that's done that for that long is South Park. That's been like relatively consistent through, like, sure, they've had good seasons and bad seasons and stuff like that, but like, most of the time you can get a good couple of laughs out of, like,
well,
it's better than most.
Yeah, I would say The Simpsons also had 15 good years.
Oh,
for the most part, yeah.
15, true. But
yeah.
I mean, but like, now it's like, and apparently people are coming back and saying it's great.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that. It was so bad a few years ago.
I mean, I don't know. It's a hard thing, because at the same time, you have to imagine that the cycle's gone through so much, where I would hope that the guy in charge now grew up watching the first seasons.
True.
Because I mean, that's 32 seasons, I think. Oh shit, I'm coming, says Jacob. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it, dude. But no, I mean, I think, yeah, like 30 some odd seasons. That just time frame is ridiculous. That's like Sesame Street. Like, that's, nothing goes that long. Like, sports teams, nothing.
Yeah, I guess
By the
not.
way, I'm into tennis now. I'm a tennis
Really?
guy now. No,
You
not really.
who's your guy? Nadal, Federer, Djokovic threw a party, man, and got
I,
everyone sick.
I saw that. I think I'm a Federer guy. If I had to pick between Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic, definitely Federer.
Okay.
Out of all of those.
Yeah,
I mean,
Federer's.
Djokovic is just stupid. Like he was like, yeah, I held a whole tournament and just got everybody sick, and he's anti-vax, and that's not good.
Oh yeah, that's not a good stance to take.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then now he got everyone sick. And then Nadal's great, but Nadal looks, I don't even know. He looks too pretty.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy. But I think Federer
exactly.
is too. I think that's the tennis look, you know.
I think Federer is too, but not as much. Like Federer's definitely got more testosterone pumping in him than Nadal. 100%.
Maybe it might just be the Spanish vibe that Nadal's got, you know.
No, he looks like a boy.
Yeah, maybe, but I think that's just what Spaniards are, you know.
Boys?
See, this is the type of thing.
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
No, it's just you hear it. Oh, who is that, by the way? Is that another person?
Yeah, why don't you
Let's just
fuck
take, let's
off?
just take a guess.
Why don't you
Another
fuck
person?
off?
Oh my god, dude.
Well, hey, at least I'm here, and I read too. Can you believe that?
No, not at least you're here. You're not gracing us with your presence. Like,
Yeah,
I
Jacob, we're
am.
at 30 minutes in.
I could have never come. You know that.
Huh?
You're lucky to have me at all.
I don't know. We were keeping it going. We were doing really well.
I came in here talking about boy Spaniards or something.
Yes. But
So I don't know about pretty well.
Because I'm into tennis now. I'm a tennis guy.
You really shouldn't be into tennis. Did you tell him that, Cooper?
No, dude. I'm not into tennis. I'm not gonna lie. I like the prep culture behind it. I like the idea of getting drunk and watching people play tennis. But I have no interest in actually watching people play tennis.
Have you ever played tennis, John?
Oh yeah, dude. Like once. And
I feel like that's something that your parents would make you play with your brothers at the Langley Club pool.
Yeah.
And
that's
you would like cry over or something.
I mean, not cry, I don't think, but
cry. Definitely cry.
No, well, I wouldn't cry. I would just get rocked. I would get rocked so damn hard. And then I'd be like, this game's stupid because I was bad at it. And remember, kids, anything that you're bad at is stupid and you shouldn't care about it.
Oh, like Super Monkey Ball? John?
No, Cooper. Not
Super Smash Bros? Or like Pokemon?
Yeah, no, not. I mean, again, I will concede, Cooper, that you did win in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very important point.
Don't you forget it.
I mean, I won't. I can't. I don't think I ever could.
Let that haunt your memories.
Ever at all. I mean, I've gotten messages about that scene and they're like, "Did you actually look up and fucking call JT to see who won?" And I was like, "Absolutely, 100%." If you thought I was joking about that at all, but no. So Jacob, you said you did read?
Yeah, dude.
100%. Cooper, did you read?
Yeah, actually, I listened to the whole thing.
I actually really like this part.
Dude, I mean, these two chapters were great.
Are good. Yeah,
And
I'm liking it.
Jacob, wait, Cooper, you did it last week for the summary? Who wants to do it?
Okay, I can do it.
All right, Jacob, walk us through chapter 3.
Okay, so chapter 3 is called the Uruk-hai, and we learn a little bit about these basically super badass orcs from Sauron's gang. What's that called again? Isengard.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is basically following Pippin and what's his name?
Pippin and Merry.
Pippin and Merry, yep, who are captured by the Uruk-hai, and basically how they escape from them. So that's what we're starting with. And it's interesting to hear like how the Uruk-hai and the regular orcs interact with each other.
It's so interesting.
Versus like what it's like in the movie. And it's similar vibe, but it goes more in depth into the book, which is pretty cool.
So much better. I loved. I mean, these chapters for like a history of the orcs and stuff like that.
Yeah, you get some feel for their
Like the
like
different clans and all that, and I loved it. It's really well written and all played out and all that stuff. The two things that I noticed is I would say I would love to get orc liquor, the orc drought that they
the what?
force the hobbits to drink.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking, and I thought this would be a good thing to ask you guys, but what drink would be closest to a black liquor that gets you psyched up and apparently tastes awful, but just like I mean, it sounds like it's the equivalent of methamphetamine. Like
Gasoline.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Or
no,
like
but I mean, serious. If you had to pick a drink,
I would almost say like Jaeger bombs potentially.
I
But
was
they're pretty
thinking
delicious.
Jaeger. I hate the taste of Jaeger.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that
can
dark
I can
liquor
I
thing.
can I can get down. I can down some Jaeger.
Can you
Yeah, there's a
sip
certain
on Jaeger?
vibe, you know. You can have a Jaeger night.
But you know what I'm saying, a Jaeger bomb, it's kind of got that energy component.
No, I get that. I mean, I'm supportive of that. I understand that. I was thinking Jaeger too, just for the disastrous taste and the consistency and the color.
Here,
But
speaking of which, are
part
there
of me
any
was
Lord of the
thinking
Rings
coffee.
themed bars?
No,
Oh.
there's a restaurant
Oh,
called the Green Dragon in Old Town Alexandria that we should definitely go to
really?
if they ever opened up. No, it's called not the Green Dragon, Hobbiton. Oh my god.
Should
But
be
yeah,
called Green Dragon.
Yeah, that'd be a great name.
yeah,
It's
no,
too,
they got permission of the Tolkien estate to use it.
it's almost too obscure. Only true fans would get.
Yeah, I think if for business they changed
Yeah.
it.
Well, at
Yeah.
the same time, I feel like Green Dragon's not like if you heard a bar was called it a Green Dragon and you hadn't read Lord of the Rings, like I don't think that would completely turn me away. But then
Right.
again, I am like the kind of guy set up to be a Lord of the Rings fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too specific to you. Kind of like this podcast is too specific to
Us and I guess everybody I work with. What up?
yeah.
Care company. But yeah, and so I love the fact that the orc liquor, because I've always wanted to have something like that. They have this stuff that I thought was pretty close, and I think you guys would like it. I don't know if I've told you about it, but it's called Black Blood of the Earth.
Mm.
And so what it is it's like I think a guy like at Harvard or MIT made this coffee that's like super fucking cold brewed through all these pipes and all this crazy weird way that you buy it by like the fifth, just like
Okay.
liquor, and one shot of it is the equivalent of 3 cups of coffee.
That's so insanely bad for your heart.
And I can't imagine it tastes good at all. But at the same time, I've always wanted to try it, and I've never, because like you have to order, I think like 3 bottles of it, and it costs $40 for a fifth, and I'm like, that's not outrageous, but I've always wanted to try it. And then the thing is that they come with all of these like ways to flavor it, and it's like add milk, but then there's this one that's called put 3 shots of vodka and 1 shot of this to dilute it. And I'm like, how awful does this shit have to taste to dilute it with 3 shots of vodka? Like holy fucking shit.
Yeah, that's
And I absolutely I want it so bad.
do you
I
really
want
want it or you just want to like
I want 1 bottle of it.
Well,
And
John,
that's the problem.
sounds like you should just skip the middleman and instead of drinking black blood of the earth, drink red blood of the human.
Of me.
Yeah.
Right
Drink
over
your
in
own
your
blood
arm.
of your enemies?
of your enemies. After you step on their throat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's one way to go about it, but
Pretty
Mhm.
casual.
if I
Mhm.
didn't want to get locked up for murder, and I think, and I want to get this bottle, and then I want to do it. I want to get one, and then I want to take a shot of it on cast, and then see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
should
then
do
I
that.
support
think that'd
that.
be great.
At the same time, you should eat as much ice cream as you possibly can.
Yeah,
No, dude. Why? Whoa.
that would be funny.
Oh my god.
And
Just to add to the humor.
John, that could be your thing.
No.
You could
No.
always just be eating
No.
something really
No.
unhealthy.
Come on.
Like
That's
that
the
is
same
funny.
thing
That is
as
a funny persona.
Oh my god. No, that is the
Like you're-
same thing.
Always eating a huge slice of pizza or something.
Okay.
I like a tub of ice cream. It's like, how is it always
Ice
cold?
cream.
How is he always have cold ice cream?
I don't hate that
Something
idea.
fairly inconvenient.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would not hate.
Or like a big bowl of soup or something.
I mean, I love. Have you guys ever just eaten ice cream out of the carton?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Oh, dude,
of
so
course.
nice.
yeah.
It's so
Come on.
great. Absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite things to do in the entire world.
Okay, so back to the Lord of the Rings, right? So they're captured by the Orcai, and we kind of go through what happens with that.
Mm-hmm.
The orcs are arguing and such, and then eventually they're like, "Oh shit, the riders of Rohan are coming up on us. We gotta bolt." And they try to escape from the riders, and while they're trying to escape, basically this kind of gives Merry and Pippin a chance to, basically like through the chaos to kind of escape and get their wraps untied. But similar to how it is in the movie, they're almost kind of eaten or captured by this one orc, a northern orc from the mines. So he reminds me more like a goblin. He's more like a goblin type guy.
I do like how how it says like a northern orc. I love the fact that it gives you the histories of all that shit, like so much so. My one question is it confirmed that that's the Riders of Rohan, or is that Gandalf?
No, it's the Rise of Rohan, dude.
Because they said it later when
Yeah, it's like a horse army.
the
Yeah.
three guys once Aragorn catches up with the riders, they say that they goblins.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Later you're getting that part where that guy comes and then another dude on a horse comes up and cuts that guy's head off.
What?
How they escape, right? Doesn't that
Oh,
guy
right.
follow them into the forest?
I don't think he does in this. I think he's actually like carrying them into
No,
the forest or towards the forest, and then he gets his head cut off or some shit.
but he gets his head cut off.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's not by Treebeard. Who's
No,
called
no.
Fangorn in this. Yeah,
Right,
it's by Gandalf.
It's
because
by
they-
Rider of Rohan.
Dude, I think it's two different things. I think it was
No,
another
dude.
dude in a cloak.
Oh, I don't think so.
I
I think you're wrong about that.
all
I
right.
think it's just one of the riders just kills
We
him.
can continue. Go with the summary. I'll look this up.
Okay, anyway, so eventually throughout the chaos, the riders basically kill all these orcai. And one cool point is that right before the battle's over, one of the riders actually fights the lead orcai guy. Like he gets off his horse, they say, and then like battles him one-on-one and kills him. It's pretty badass. And this orcai guy they're describing basically sounds like what's his name from the movie? You know what I'm talking about, John?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
the
talking
main
about
one.
Uglook.
Yeah, Uglook, but he's basically he's sort of like the other guy from the movie whose name I can't remember.
Uglook.
Lurtz.
Yeah, he's kind of like Lurtz. But anyways, they get killed. They decimate all the orcs, but the hobbits escape into the forest, and they're not noticed by the riders. Basically,
Maybe that's what I'm confusing with. I do like how they straight up say that the elvish cloaks make them invisible.
oh yeah, I kind of missed that detail, but
Because that's something that they don't specify in the fucking movies, and then all of a sudden when Frodo's like neck or like Sam's covered in gravel and shit like that, throws the cloak around him, and you're like, come on guys, it's a fucking they're right there.
yeah,
I always
Yeah.
like that part.
yeah.
No, I like that part, but it always made me go like, oh.
Yeah.
And now it's nice to know because
They're magic, duh.
yeah. Hold on.
What's that forest called? They escape into again? I can't remember.
The Fanghorn Forest.
Fanghorn Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called
okay.
Fangorn. It's called Fangorn.
Yeah, so Merry and Pippin are basically lost in this forest now with not a lot of food, and then somehow they find Treebeard. He kind of stumbles across them, and he starts singing and kind of talking in song and sort of becomes buddy with them.
I mean, he's basically Tom Bombadil.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say he is very much like Tom Bombadil.
And he goes into this explanation of the forest and how the hobbits were told always to stay away, and the Treebeard's like, yeah, well, sometimes you guys get killed, but I love going and hearing about Treebeard and like all of the Ents, and that brings us to this great thing that's called the Entwives, which is
Oh
something they
yeah.
kind of gloss over in this, which is a huge thing within like Tolkien lore and literature, because they never firmly establish what ends up happening to the Entwives. And I think it was really recently some guy found like a bunch of pencil markings in the notes of a Tolkien manuscript that say like they might have lived in this one area, and it's been like the up and up buzz of the Tolkien community recently. Not that I mean, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the only guy that can really make canon shit is fucking J.R.R. Tolkien and maybe Christopher Tolkien, and they're both dead now. So we're fucked, and we just have to guess and speculate. But long story short, there are these really cool tree female people that like grow entire gardens wherever they hang out. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be dope. And I think my theory that there's one in the Shire.
Oh.
I think that'd be cool, but
Why is
I
that
don't
your
know.
theory?
Because of the farmer maggot and talking about how he's able to grow like lots of vegetables really easily and shit like that, and also it like runs parallel with Fangorn Forest, so it makes sense that like one stopped there. And like like because I love the shit about this is so cool. Like when they talk about like the Ent food and the Ent drink that like makes you taller and makes you talk like an Ent, and I love that shit. Like that's cool. And I think that little world, like, because again, in my head, I do that Farmer Maggot idea, the spinoff where he meets Tom Bombadil and all that shit, and Aragorn, and it could be like about finding an Entwife. There you go. Look how creative I am.
Wow.
I know. I'm very, very cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then so that's kind of the end of it. They actually cover out the full total scene where they have the Ent moat, and they meet more Ent trees, and they go over the fact that like goblin or Orcai are made from mutated orcs, and that they're not afraid of the sun, and that's kind of like their big up.
Yeah.
And then the Ents are super pissed at Sauron. But what's interesting to me is that it carries all the way to the point where the Ents are about to attack. Like the story goes all the way there. Which it's like that's chronologically speaking, at least in the movies, the way it paints it is the Battle of Helm's Deep has already happened. Or is happening.
It is currently happening.
But even still, like
When?
that jump in time is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when
Yeah.
like when Merry and Pippin are talking to them.
Yeah, because they go. I mean, they walk all the way. Like it goes to that whole battle march scene where there's like the
Mm-hmm.
Ents are going to war. Like
Right.
it does that whole scene, and I'm like, because like they haven't even found Gandalf. Like they haven't even gone into Rohan.
Yeah.
And I think it's
yeah.
weird, just writing wise, to like have that much time pass in an alt. Like in Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, they bounce you around, and like I think that's how you want to be bounced around in a story, is like chronologically, because it fucks me up mentally in the head when I'm like, what? Why is Isengard still there if the Ents are attacking? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't, because I've seen the movie and I'm not an idiot and I've read the books before. But yeah.
Right. So then, yeah. So what else happens after that?
That's pretty much it. That's the end of the
Yeah.
chapter. Is like Ents go to war with Isengard.
Right. And they have like a little. They have their little Ent moot. They have like a little gathering.
Yeah. The Merry or Pippin doesn't have to convince the Ents like he does in the movie. In the movie when he like gets frustrated because they're taking so long, and he's like, "Guys, we gotta hurry up. Come on." That doesn't happen in the books.
Yeah, I mean, but in my opinion, for the movie, it makes a lot of sense, because, like, the weird thing about the hobbits in this book especially is that almost all of them could basically do nothing and the story wouldn't change that much.
Yeah, the hobbits are pretty much just vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially in this book in particular, like they get a little more action with the Pippin and Merry shit within the third book with taking of the Palantir Stone, being on the Battle of Pelennor Fields, except like pledging allegiance to Gondor's guy or whatever. But yeah, and I'm like, because I mean, other than that, they're useless in this. Like they don't even do anything really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not exactly helping.
And I'm dreading Sam and Frodo's chapters. I can't imagine. Well, I guess Gollum comes in.
Yeah.
It starts getting really involved. But I just kind of I want to get back to Rohan, man. I want to get back to Rohan.
Yeah, I'm kind of most interested in like what Aragorn's doing
Yeah, but that's the way it is in the books too, or in the
in the
movies.
movie. Yeah, it's
It's
true.
like you're always like, this is the main plot.
I don't know. I kind of like the Sam and Frodo storyline. I just think it's more like what we're here for. I don't know. I like the stuff surrounding the ring. It's a little more epic, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean it certainly is, and I think that's like the difference between like Game of Thrones kind of lost that feeling. It like went into that whole big political nation warring thing, and it never had like that one strong plot line throughout. And like it is a good Sam, especially with Golem, and when that gets involved, and you learn about Smeagol, and you get about like the mind games between them all. I think that's great. Like when Sam's like, "Yo, Frodo, fuck this guy,"
Mm-hmm.
like big time.
Yeah.
And that guy, and why would you ever just trust Sam? Or I mean, not Sam, Smeagol.
I guess
Fuck
we're gonna
that.
see it in the book. Is it more convincing? Maybe.
I don't know. Hopefully, I do know that like there's a the rope that Sam gets like burns Smeagol apparently actually in the books, but in the movie they just made it seem like he was faking it. Because it's like sterling silver or whatever. They all get gifts from Galadriel. I don't know. You'll see.
Okay.
It's a rope that never runs out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'd like to
which is
have that.
pretty fucking useful, I'd say.
No, it's not the one that never runs out. It doesn't
Break?
it doesn't break and it like he just tugs it and it falls down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like auto untying.
Yeah, it's just a
doesn't
magic. It's
break.
kind of just a magic rope. Yeah.
I'd be kind of peeved, man.
Yeah, and no, and Sam was peeved when he received it. But then he uses it and he's like, "Oh, this is pretty good." I think they'll go over it in the book. I think we'll see that in a second. But I know that's highlighted in the movie, like that exact feeling, because like all the other guys got some cool gifts and Sam got a rope, and he's like, "Come on, like what the fuck?"
Yeah. I mean, it's so fucking like she
Yeah.
literally gives Frodo like the light of a star. Like
Yeah, it's Sam. Here's a rope.
yeah.
Like, it's just from my closet. Just take it.
Super useful.
She's like, I got this as a gift last year.
Yeah, I don't
Trying
want
to get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would be pissed, man. There's no way around it. I'd be super steamed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gimli got the hair, but that's whatever.
Yeah,
Gimli
he
was
liked
into
it.
that,
Gimli
though.
wanted that
He
hair.
was super into that.
Yeah, he was really. Yeah, I mean, what do you think he's doing with that hair?
Almost weirdly into that.
Dude, I mean, wrapping it around his shaft and cranking his hog, man. I
That's the
know what
only
he's doing
answer.
with that hair, man. In between bouts of running, there's no great
Yeah.
dwarves,
Mhm.
so might as well. God damn, dude, it's fucking disgusting.
Nope.
There must be so much LOTR erotica, dude.
Oh no, let's not.
Let's
Not go there.
You don't want to look at that stuff. Oh my god. Oh fuck me.
So I'm
Lord of the
wearing
Rings,
these toe spacers right now, guys. Gonna have these nice wide toes, man. My toe spread's gonna be so good. Be gripping the earth, gripping the ground like a natural human, and all
Getting grounded.
yeah, and all you fucks with your bounded feet and shoes will be tipping over, and I'll be nice and balanced.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Yeah, so I googled toe spacers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing them right now. I mean, do you have one that yours looks like, or are they all these weird like gel ass looking things?
Yeah, they're just those gel ass looking things, man.
I need to see a picture
So
of this.
does it hurt?
It was a little uncomfortable for like the first day, but now it's not at all. No, you
So
don't
how does
hardly even
that?
feel them.
How long has this
Do you
been
wear
like?
them all the time, like when you have shoes on?
Just whenever I take my shoes off, yeah, pretty much like those, yeah. Just
Does
wear
it
them when
feel
I don't have
good?
my shoes on. I mean, it doesn't really feel good. It doesn't feel bad, but I know it's good for you to
I
space
bet
your
you have.
toes
I
out.
bet you have no toe jam, dude.
Well, yeah, that's the goal. You don't want your feet. Yeah, I don't have any toe jam either, but but yeah, you don't want your toes to smush in together or anything. You want a real human has nice wide toes, you know. So
A real human,
yeah,
not like any
no,
of these fake humans that have
not
been
like
going around.
any of these fake unnaturally selected humans that have been existing for the past few hundred years, you know.
Yeah, dude. So how much do the toe spacers run you these days?
Dude, I think my mom got the ones I have at CVS for like $10.
Wait, so your parents support your decision to transition to someone with webbed feet?
Yeah. She thought it was a good idea.
I mean, so like, is this like?
So what's the advantage?
Yeah,
You can run faster. You can.
It's just better foot health, man. Your feet will be in less pain. You'll be able to grip the ground better. You'll be able to balance better. It's one of my 4 or 5 pillars of overall health. Personally.
Wait.
Mhm.
But what are the other 4?
Okay. Foot health, breathing and breath work, cold therapy, sunlight, and random yet consistent movement.
Okay.
Those are
So
Coop's 5 pillars of health.
so for a guy like me, and
Okay.
I'm trying to get my cold health or my cold therapy life on
Okay.
track.
I can help you out with that.
Do you just take ice baths at home? How does that?
So I would love to start taking ice baths, but it's kind of just a lot of work. And people say you can, freeze some milk jugs and throw it in the bathtub, and that'll work pretty well. But that's just a lot of space in the freezer, so you might have to get another freezer. I would love to get a barrel or something that I could have outside, or a big trough that I could just hop into that's nice and cold. But right now, I'm just able to take all these ice cold showers, and it's like just comfortable at this point. It just doesn't even matter. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It is still uncomfortable because it's really cold, but you can deal with it. Like, you don't react like you used to. You're not like, like it doesn't hurt or anything. You just kind of calm down. You take your cold shower, and it actually feels really good when you get out. Your body isn't so hot, and it's just kind of it feels better on your skin. It feels so much better on your skin too. Yeah, right now it's cold shower, but I am trying to get back, or trying to get more so into the cold baths and stuff.
Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was more of an ice bath type thing when you say.
Yeah, I mean that is the end game. That's
the goal. I mean,
yeah.
I would love to get a sauna at all the things.
Oh yeah.
Like, for sure. Because that just seems the smartest. I don't know. It just seems like a cool place to be. It's like a hot tub, but without all the water.
Yeah, I think a sauna is better than a hot tub.
Yeah, dude.
You probably make one pretty easy.
No, that's what I've seen. Like, this thing on like they did a great big story on YouTube about like how in Finland they just have so many saunas everywhere, and all I'm looking at these places is they're just basically shacks with a charcoal grill in the middle that they just fucking throw water onto whenever they want to steam it up.
Yeah.
Seems about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should build a sauna.
Yes, you should. You should.
Where would you put it?
I mean,
In
we
your
got so
garage?
much land.
Oh, just out back.
Yeah, dude. Like its own shack.
Okay.
And people will be like, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "That's my sauna." Like a Finnish guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you run outside and roll around the snow and then get back in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have snow, and I think that because that's what made me go, oh shit. So like, if I was Joe Rogan, like, and I had my sauna, how do I get the fucking cold plunge? And then I remembered he has a cryo freeze thing, so
Yeah, he's got the best version of that.
that'd be fucking crazy.
That'd be so good. It's so
Right
good
next-
for your body.
Have you done it before?
How do you
Cooper?
know that, Cooper?
Dude, cold therapy is really good for you, man. Just does a bunch of good things, dude.
Definitely
Okay.
doesn't do anything bad, right?
I mean,
Hypothermia.
Who knows?
yeah,
That's
some
the thing.
people are like, well, some people make the argument like, you know, if you get injured, you want to increase blood flow, and cold just decreases blood flow. But I think there are just other good things about it, you know, which make it worth it.
I'm definitely interested in it, and I would love to do it more. As I'm getting more into running,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because my legs are hurting.
Yeah.
Legs
And you know,
hurt.
the legs really hurt when you run for the first time. But that gets so much better if you just do it a few times. Like that pain that I know you're feeling right now in your legs, especially like your lower legs, that does
Yeah.
go away.
My shins are popping. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I know what you're going through.
Maybe I should space my toes.
Maybe you should. You're probably running incorrectly. You know, I can tell you that right off the bat.
That I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm running incorrectly.
Oh my
Right.
god! Just imagining John running is.
I don't
Yeah.
think I could run in front of you guys. I genuinely don't think I could.
Yeah, we probably laugh at you pretty hard, but that's okay.
mean,
you know, you got to start somewhere.
Just the idea of it is
Yeah.
making me chuckle.
Fuck you.
What is it like around your driveway and then back in your house?
I mean, so I'll just go around for 28 minutes, and then
Oh, okay.
Monday.
Just run around in circles.
Yep, like a hamster
Right-
on a wheel.
Wait, really?
Yep.
That was a joke, dude. Why?
Are you
No
serious?
joke. Yep.
You run around right around your driveway?
Yep.
Dude, why? Why the fuck are you doing that?
Why wouldn't I?
Because you can go anywhere else.
Yeah, because you could not run around in a tiny circle.
But here's the thing, fellas. If I can do it right at my lunch break. It's semi-level. It's not fucking like, because I used to run in my backyard in a circle, and just around the perimeter of my
Dude,
backyard.
what do your neighbors think?
They probably think I'm insane.
They probably think you're
that dude's
autistic.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Dude,
mean, almost
okay.
100%.
Here's a better solution. Still kind of crazy, but slightly better. Run around your driveway, but like instead of going in a circle around your driveway, just run around your entire property. You know, because that is like your house is big. You know, that's like at least almost 2 laps. Probably it's almost half a mile.
Problem is, there's just all fucking holes and uneven ground and shit. And so when I did that, because I was doing that for like a while, right? My feet, all my soreness really fucking shot up like a lot.
Okay, well, why don't you just run out on the road? 16 minutes out.
I'm good with
14 minutes out.
I don't care about the hate. You can keep on hating.
No, dude, you're being ridiculous. This is objectively stupid.
No.
Yeah, I'm mad.
I'm mad too.
I'm able to get my stuff done, and I'm able to go out there and I'll bust my hump on a little track. And it'll be great, and it's fun, and I'm doing it, and it's been done.
Oh my gosh.
Cooper, we got to go over there and like.
I know, dude. We got to roast him
guy.
or something. Like, this
Like
is hilarious. But
the next fucking lunch break, just come over and just beat me. Like, just pull over your car and just start wailing.
Oh, motherfucker.
Go run somewhere else.
Yeah. This is our territory.
It's my house.
Our turf. Yeah. I don't know, dude. You should just run elsewhere.
You could just run on Walker Road, John. That's safe.
Yeah.
Absolutely not safe. 100%.
That road is really dangerous, even to drive, to be quite honest.
It's really, dude, there's fucking bikers just fucking take up the entire road and all this shit. And fucking, I'm waiting for one of them to just get tagged. And I'm scared that it's going to be me that does it. Because they're everywhere. And they don't obey the rules of the law of the road. And they don't let you pass and shit like that. And you're like, bro, just let me pass. You're going fucking 10 miles an hour on a 35-mile-an-hour road.
Yeah, whenever I'm in a car and I see a biker, it's so annoying. And then I realize
So
I've been that
awful.
biker so many times.
Yeah, so many times. And then when the person passes you and doesn't give you enough space, Jacob's been that biker to go up to the car at a stop sign and yell at a family of like old women.
Wait, did this happen?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Slow this down. What was this?
There's a lot of backstory, but it did happen.
Yeah, we
What-
were in
Was this
Yellow.
Yeah, Yellowstone.
It's been Yellowstone. We're in Yellowstone, and this like we're riding on this road, like this out in the middle of Yellowstone National Park, and this huge like pickup truck comes flying past us, like really close to all of us.
Yeah,
And there
he was
no
really
other,
close.
and there was like he had space to give us like there was no other cars coming, so he could have given us space. But then ahead of us there was like kind of a traffic jam or something because there was like a buffalo in the road, and so all these cars got stopped, and we caught up to them. And I like rode up to this dude in the pickup truck. I don't even remember what I said to him, but I was just like, I just like yelled. I like got next to this guy's truck and just started yelling something at him, like, hey, I was cursing, like, hey, you gonna give us some like fucking space or something like that? And I get up to the car and it's just like this old grandpa and like this grandma and then like some like little kids in the back of the car. And I just like I'm just like filthy dirty. And it's like Cooper and like Dylan are behind me, and we just scared the shit out of these people.
Jesus. I mean, dude,
We're the good guys.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
the good
right.
guys.
Dude, it's. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking. I don't want old people to drive. Call me.
Yeah, I mean,
ageist, but like,
I feel like he nearly hit us. I don't know.
there's so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
times that I was just thinking about when my grandpa drove. Like,
so dangerous,
that I was
dude.
like, oh my god! Like,
Right.
absolutely not.
It really there should be like a you can't drive anymore test. I'm sorry, but like there needs to
100%.
be because there I've been a lot. I've seen it. I've witnessed it too, John. It's very dangerous. Some
It's
yeah.
so incredible. The thing is, they think they're being so safe. Like that's what gets me. It's like definitely nothing's going wrong in their head. They're not like, oh boy, everyone seems to be driving really slow around me. Maybe I should slow down. They're like, fuck it. Like the speed limit says 80. It's like, no, it says 60. You're just seeing it wrong. Like it's fucking real, man. It's weird. My grandpa used to drive to church, and every single time I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is not good, not good at all. This can't happen." Then what do you do, man? What do you do?
Yeah,
All right, guys. Well, Jacob, nice of you to show up.
Well, at least I got here.
Yeah. At least you did. I mean, we played it going.
You guys seems like you guys did all right without me. So
No, we did okay for sure, and we kept the Lord of the Rings stuff open. Oh, Jacob, one thing before you actually do go, you should check out the two things that we linked above the Black Blood of the Earth and the Toe Spacers, because you would love to see these goldfish, this woman catch goldfish with her hands, which is fucking rad.
nice.
And then the sponsor
What is
of
the pirate hole, dude?
Dude, that's this week's sponsor is Reddit the Pirate Hole, which again, I think everyone really should go on and look at this right now. It's just pirate related content for all of your pirate needs.
Okay.
And so if you ever feel like just being a pirate, this is, I mean, and not like internet piracy. I'm talking
Real
pirates,
pirates.
man. Like
Okay.
straight up pirates.
All right.
John, do you want to ask Jacob the question
Oh yeah.
from
we
our
had a
emailer?
Yeah, do you want to say the name?
Yeah. Well, you go ahead.
It's a Trip Honordoust. Honordoust is what it's called. And Jacob, where do you get off?
I think we'll save that for the next cast, John.
No, you know what? I would like to
terribly
know right now. You know what? Actually, all right, we'll open on that. We'll do next week. We'll do.
I need some time to respond to that from
sponsor.
House.
Yeah, we'll do sponsor, and then we'll circle back to answer the question of where Jacob gets off, and and then also it's pages or chapters 5 and 6, right?
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
excited.
Dude, I mean, it's been great. It's
Good
been
quality.
really good so far. All right, let's play this.
Elijah Hood here for the XFL Wildcats, and I'm a big Fly You Fools podcast fan, so, I know they was looking for Elijah Wood, but they found me. Keep searching for that one true ring and rock on.